ideas of how they use armor or poison or all these sort of effects that kind of create these unique cast of characters. We're going to kick it off, and we'll show you guys a couple of examples. Our first round here at Citadel.
All right, looks like we're going to be seeing initially the matchup between Orochi and Nobushi. Nobushi excelling at the zoning game. Orochi, however, hoping to break the zone, getting close. Starting off with the bleed, really important. Now you're going to be seeing the aggression coming out from CEO.
And this is where it's tricky. Catching the attacks and knowing when the backdash is coming, you're going to see the quick dives in from Team CEO.
Look at the footwork that we're actually seeing from Edgebaby. Edge
Ooh.
putting CEO on critical, and the bleed is actually enough. So now a 2v1. And this is a nightmare matchup like we mentioned before. Baby on this Peacekeeper, hoping to wait, and is able to actually there to stall for some time. Now the 2v1 comes through. Revenge is going to be popped, though, and this could honestly go either way. It's so critical in this moment for Pure Bliss to go and take out Baby.
This is a really tough spot. Sandwiched between two hits. As soon as you see a block from one, a quick hit is going to come from the other. That's going to do it. First game going to Edgebaby.
And that was just so textbook. Absolutely perfectly handled, not only with the 2v1 at the end there, but also with the mentality that we saw Baby approach the matchup, right? With going against Kensei, it didn't look like he was trying to necessarily win the matchup. He was actually just trying to stall, confident that his teammate would be able to win the one-on-one and then set up for the 2v2 in a disadvantageous state.
Peacekeeper here. Oh, taking up quite a bit of damage. This is not looking good. CEO up to an early lead. Here comes a 2v1. This is tough for Nuboshi, because think of it closer to like how a Dawson would be. Playing that ranged game, but as soon as you get up close and personal, things get a little bit hairy.
And Kensei in particular has deceptive range as well, whereas Nobushi is very straightforward with the range that she has. It's going to be critical that he lands one of these Viper Strikes, and both of these teams know it. You know they're just dancing back and forth.
So this is actually really smart positioning. By using this lane, cutting off the options from Team CEO, we're seeing Edgebaby creating a fantastic opportunity. There's going to be one more hit. This is risky.
He's
out of stamina. He's gassed. Here's the throw.
And that's it. So what could have been a massive comeback actually for Edgebaby ends with a really nice situational and stage awareness courtesy of Team CEO. Just understanding that that Edge there had no stamina, as well as the positioning he was on the bridge, allowed CEO to close the distance comfortably and get that guard break to ensure the throw.
Both of these guys must be feeling so much adrenaline at this point. They both have fantastic victories from both sides, and they must be feeling confident right now. This is a close game. Ooh, great job. Knowing the high was coming, that's going to be the execution, and there will be no revival there.
But look at this. Meanwhile, we talked about how Baby had a tough time whenever it came with Kensei, but that time actually just cleaned up, and this allows for a run back assassin v assassin.
Watch out for that backdash. Wow, great job. Knowing exactly the spacing that he needed to do to get that side light.
Look at the dance. This is, at the end of the day, more akin to martial arts than anything else.
It's all about footsies, man. All about the conditioning. You can also make some comparisons to boxing when it comes to the footwork, knowing where your opponent wants to go and cutting off options. Great combo string back from Edgebaby, and that's going to do it.
What a set so far. This is still the first game, Nebs. And it's going back and forth down to the wire with Edgebaby currently on game point.
I love seeing these kind of matchups. Watching blowouts, sure, it's fun from time to time, but these are the most satisfying kind of matches.
Oh, that was a brutal combination.
The stamina getting low here, and you're going to be seeing Edgebaby taking a bit of a break. It's so important to back up. Look at that. You saw the dash in, and that's part of the conditioning, right? Is you dash in, they anticipate the strike coming, immediately dash out, and then whiff punish. It's footsies at the end of the day. Wow, what a great dash. Completely avoiding that side swipe.
That's going to be game one going in favor of Edgebaby. So a bit of a surprise actually for me, in particular with the Kensei versus Peacekeeper matchup. Baby made the right adaptations, was able to take in the right amount of data, and was able to really make the adjustments necessary. And that really is key to his gameplay. Whenever I was talking with Baby beforehand, he talked so much about how sometimes in the first game, he'll try to win, but really, at the end of the day, he's looking for data more than anything else. And that's whenever he's able to get those runbacks, he's able to make ridiculous amounts of adjustments, decondition his opponent systemically, and then be able to come out on top whenever the rounds are most critical.
Absolutely. And that was definitely fantastic conditioning by Baby. I mean, just watching the aggression and then quickly pulling back after you've conditioned and provided so much data to your opponent and set expectations to deviate from that course, it really opens you up to create fantastic opportunities. So we're going to be getting into this next game, and I can only imagine Edgebaby feeling pretty confident going into it.
Yeah, they're feeling good, but my prediction, remember, was 2-1 in favor of CEO. So I'm almost there, y'all. So close. Got one on the board.
So I'm curious to see, like, when it comes to Nuboshi, when we're looking for those zoning archetypes, we're seeing those quick pokes. The problem is that when the 2v1s come, it feels like unless you have a good stage with phenomenal positioning, you're kind of at a loss potentially. Because once you have it in too open of an area, the strikes come out a bit slower.
Yeah, you bring up a really good point there, and especially with Citadel, the positioning on the bridge really allowed Nobushi to make the most of that straightforward range, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
But think about a different stage where you get encircled like a vulture. That's when Nobushi's really going to be having a lot of troubles in the 2v1.
All right, so we're going to be getting into our next game.
This is a best-of-3 set, which means they're currently Edgebaby. If they take this game, they're able to advance on to grand finals, secure a large slice of that $2,000 prize pool. The matchup that we saw previously.
Ooh, quick swipes here. There's a bit of the bleed coming back into effect. Putting him on into a timer. Team CEO making quick work.
Tech. Oh, but the execute coming out. Setting up for a strong 2v1.
Moving into this next fight here. Again, Peacekeeper trying to keep the distance.
He's got to close it out fast. He doesn't want the 2v1 to happen. Kensei, critical help, but there's a teammate.
This is big. He has to get out. Good job avoiding that swipe. Quick damage being built up. Now he needs to back up, but maintain that stamina. It's so important here. No! Now, there we go. Revenge is a factor. He's going to go in. He knows that he's going to have armor going through the strikes here. Quick hits! And that's going to be quick work of Team CEO. That was fantastic. A 2v1 drastically changing in a heartbeat. One pop-off of the Revenge can do it. And that's the big factor that a lot of people don't take into account. In 2v1s, if the person that you are taking on, doubling up on, and sandwiching has been playing smart defensive play, there is definitely an X factor that you need to be very, very cautious of.
Well, here's the run back. I know that Ginger Ninja, he's really looking forward to trying to rewrite what happened in that last game. He's at a pretty solid advantage so far. We've been seeing a great footsie game between both of these players thus far.
So far, it seems like we've been seeing a Peacekeeper taking way too much damage. Wow, read the backdash. Team CEO continuing to go.
That's crit. Bad spot.
Oh, look at this. Constantly backdashing, and as a result of backdashing so much, you're seeing that this Peacekeeper is gassed. And here's the follow-up here. That's going to do it.
And that's a big win for Ginger Ninja as well.
That's a big win for Team CEO.
Definitely. Ginger Ninja actually kind of overcoming one of his tougher matchups. He mentioned to me that he has a tougher time whenever he's dealing with some of the other assassin class characters in this game. So for him to be able to put on such a dominating performance early on in that last round, definitely set the tone, I think, going forward here.
So the big thing that separates mid to high level players when it comes to For Honor, in my opinion, is stamina management. And recognizing that your actions have consequences. Yes, you do get a lot of damage, but look at how much stamina you're expending here. Here, with the strike, now you're seeing the quick retreat from Team CEO.
Couldn't take the second guard break. Gets the knockdown to a nice amount of damage.
And that's where your decisions for going for those throws are so much higher, especially once your opponent is gassed. Backing up here, both of them looking for that opening.
That's the concrete defense.
2v1 here. Team CEO, that's the first hit. Revenge popped off. There's a slight disadvantage for Edgebaby. He does have Revenge on deck. Here's the follow-up. That's going to be it.
I told you Ginger Ninja is the guy to watch. The way he approaches Orochi, it's so chess-like. and just an absolute treat to watch.
Absolutely. With that long range, especially coming from those heavy attacks, absolutely terrifying.
I'm just happy he got the run back, right? He said, you know what? Edgebaby, you had the 2v1 against me. Let me give you a taste of your own medicine. Right now, game point in favor of Team CEO. I can say actually a bit gassed here, but we have to be aware of the stamina that's on Nobushi as well. Doesn't even care.
Wow.
Ends up getting the execute.
Oh my gosh. Taking back over here to the Peacekeeper. Oh no, missing the block. This is tough. Granted, Peacekeepers have a tougher time when it comes to reflecting attacks because they have to do it within a very tight window. This is where it gets very strategic with the 2v1s. Notice how defensive we're seeing Edgebaby play.
They definitely approach the 2v1 much more conservative. They're not swinging for the fences. They're waiting for strategic moments. Like right
that,
there.
exactly. You saw the quick reflect, and as soon as the attack was blocked, and you saw Team CEO on the recovery phase of their attack, the quick plummets of the sword into there. Wow, revenge popped off.
This is when you run.
This is really tough. There's the follow-up, and that's going to do it.
Ginger Ninja going huge for his team there. That was 2 times that he actually had to come out on top in the 2v1 against Edgebaby, who have been so thoughtful and so careful whenever it comes to closing out those 2v1 scenarios.
I definitely want to highlight the fact that I don't think Edgebaby played that last 2v1 wrong. I think the idea that you were supposed to be conservative with your attacks and be extremely picky, picking angles that maybe your opponent can't see because of their limited sightline, and trying to go for those quick strikes and letting the bleed do the work for you. And when you limit the amount of attacks, you limit the opportunities for opponents to build up revenge, right? So good tactics, problematic execution, but I'm curious to see how they pick it up here in this next game. This game, of course, is going to be the last one of this set. Winner of this advances further on. The loser drops down into the lower bracket.
And yeah, let's not forget that this is actually the round that decides who's going to be in Grands. So guaranteed second if you can just win this one final game. Game 3 about to kick off between CEO and Edgebaby. Let's do it. The Oklahoma battle.
This is the best part of the game, when you wait and you in anticipation for these guys to just yell. It's so sick. All right.
Round 1.
So what's your favorite part of For Honor? Oh, when they yell honor.
When they yell honor.
I really like that.
That's my
pretty
favorite.
Good. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
It's really captivating. All right.
How many times have we seen this matchup, Nebs?
Oh, so many. But now, oh God, as he's dashing away, gets caught on the back. Edgebaby looking for positioning, kind of playing it up. Sometimes you can't see where, oh gosh, there's the follow-up again with the Venom Strike. Here's it again. No, continuously putting on this damage. But now we're seeing the other pair coming over to this hangout. I gotta wonder, that's it, he just walks away. Look at this, That's so smart. He lets the bleed do the work for him. Why do I want to engage with this guy? I already got the bleed, I got what I want, and that's gonna be it. Edgebaby taking that first round. You saw the stalling tactic there, right?
Oh, definitely.
Which was super, super smart because you pulled your teammate closer to clean up any of those missed spills, right? Oh, I missed an opportunity. Oh, this guy overextended. I'm just outside of range. Catch this dude for me. Good slash across. And quickly with the backdash. Look at this. You see the quick counterattacks that are coming from Team CEO, but again, multiple times we're seeing quick hits from the Peacekeeper. Back up, back up. Let this guy whiff and then punish again.
That's going to be oh, wow.
That is tough. Because of a lack of defense there, that's where we're seeing the punishment there for that Peacekeeper. Now, this is kind of tough. Building up the health, but time is definitely not on Edgebaby's side, as it is a 2v1. Wow, the fate! And here's the follow-up. Great job with that throw.
That was the 2 for flinching. Man, I was so ready. Did you notice how ready he was to take on the hit from Kensei? And just the pullback at the end, the unblockable cancel that he did was fantastic to go ahead and ensure that his teammate could actually sneak up from behind and close out that round. That was what you were talking about.
Yes.
The sight lines.
Round 3.
And even if we had seen that maybe he teched the throw, because he had canceled the overhead, he could have dashed in and then easily gone for that follow-up as well. That is fantastic option coverage.
That's some wary positioning that we're seeing actually from Peacekeeper.
Look at the feints. Look at the feints. I love that. Ooh, follow-ups. Good blocks, though.
And look here for Baby to go and use his movement actually as a mix-up. Kenzie, on the other hand, especially with those feints, as we're seeing right now, can be very, very tricky to deal with.
Okay. Whoa, good overhead. Second hit. Wow, goes in deep. Tries to get a third one, but knows that he has the bleed.
And he doesn't do that dash often. I don't know if he's even pulled it out in this set, which means that it was a really good trump card.
Look at that. The dash up to nothing? Do you know how powerful that is? Waits. Look at the positioning here.
Revenge having to be popped. Both players make a very tactical retreat, but notice the positioning there as well. They're not completely away from the battle. They're still in range in case their opponent overextends.
Fantastic finish there. Edgebaby edging out a quick lead here in game 3.
I see what you did there. Edging out a quick lead. It's clever. It's wordplay. Appreciate it.
This is the round to take for Edgebaby. They win this, they advance to grand finals. They advance in the money here at Choctaw Festival Gaming.
The Viper Strikes, putting on a good amount of bleed damage so far.
And he's, look at this, at this point, honestly, we could have seen Edge just simply retreat. Look at this, he gets the ground, gets the free hit. Follow-ups here, good blocks.
He's out of stamina.
No, it took too long. This is a problem.
The
This is the moment where I would expect Team CEO to just advance.
It's just that life is so low.
I can understand that that's problematic and a bit scary in a lot of instances, but going in, potentially going for that grab, getting the knockdown, that could be the edge that he needed.
2v1.
Now he can walk away, has the Venom Strike, doesn't need to do it. Walks away, the bleed takes care of the work.
It comes down to this 1v1. Ginger Ninja.
Near even on health, a slight advantage to Edgebaby. Oh, positioning is rough here. Knows the throw is one of the weighted options. Instead opts to get away from it. Great break. Here's the follow-ups. Great damage. Good job.
Edgebaby. Oh, good. Trying to go for the revive.
No, he baited him. He made it seem like he was going to go for it and dropped it early.
Look, he just might bleed out.
Oh!
He just might bleed out. He has to close out the game right now.
It's got it. He did it. He just barely made it. Edgebaby comes out on top, edging out the competition and sending CEO Gaming down to the loser's bracket. That was fantastic. A lot of love back and forth. Both of these guys can appreciate a good game.